exactly 5 a.m. I take another deep breath and start to laugh. By the time I get back and find my wife heading to the delivery room, she is knee-deep in pain. What follows is a bit of a blur, but to say it is a physically exhausting emotional whirlwind would be a vast understatement. The contrast of emotions one experiences during childbirth is almost impossible to explain. My best description would be to imagine yourself on the tallest, fastest, scariest, and most thrilling roller coaster ride in the world. The anticipation, nervousness, excitement, fear, and exhilaration invading your body is overpowering, even dizzying at times, and can send anyone into a state of utter exhaustion and nausea. And we men aren't even the ones actually having the baby. Yet all that pain and angst disappeared the moment I saw my precious little one for the first time. When the doctor held up Juliet and I laid eyes on her, with her furrowed brow and melodic scream, I was hooked for life. That moment is emblazoned in my brain forever, as are the births of our other two children, Kai and Cole. These are among the life-changing moments a father experiences that he never forgets. Almost as quickly as all this joy hits, the doctors whisk the baby away for tests as your family and friends gather to celebrate. But you two just want to get some rest and hold the baby. So soon enough, everyone gets the hints and takes off, leaving you and your weary partner alone to care for this new baby you have been longing to meet for the past 9 months. Huh? How can one be left alone to care for a newborn while in a facility filled with highly qualified staff trained for this very purpose is beyond me. Yet once they brought the baby back from the litany of tests, like she's some sort of lab rat, there we were, left unaccompanied with our newborn while in a complete daze. A state of shock, really. This was our second child, but we still just sat there slack-jawed when the nurses patted me on the back and said, "Well, good luck with the baby and we'll see you in the morning." Good luck with the baby? What the That moment was when Meredith and I were officially inaugurated into our new roles as mother and father of our second baby, little Juliet. I didn't sleep a wink that first night. I can still hear the gurgles coming from my little burrito-wrapped daughter, who slept in a clear plastic bin angled to prevent the fluid which she ingested while baking in Meredith's belly from choking her to death. Seriously, the first night alone was the most frightening experience ever. I occasionally catch myself reliving it today, more than 15 years later. Thankfully, we had expert help just outside our hospital room door. But what happens when we are discharged, I wondered. Now we had 2 children, one a newborn and the other 2 years old, and I was baffled. The sheer mystery of it was crushing. Thoughts and fears were crashing around my brain. How am I going to deal with all this? Dude, relax. It's not all traumatic and stressful. Most of parenthood is an absolute blast, especially in these first 2 years. But you need a little help, and that's okay. Certainly, one of the key ingredients in becoming a good dad is support. Support from your wife or mate, or from your family, friends, or fellow parenting community is key. My hope is you will also find it in the pages that follow, through my experience and guidance. I have 3 kids of my own, Kai, Juliet, and Cole, so I know of what I write. Be aware, there is no exact rule book on how to be the best dad in the world. Consider this more of a playbook on how to be the best dad you can be. The effort and energy you put into this will be returned for many years to come. Or more frighteningly, the lack of effort you put into being a good father will surely haunt you, your partner, and your pocketbook for the rest of your life. But parenting is not only about the relationship between you and your child. Your relationship with your partner plays a big role in good parenting as well. Keeping a strong foundation in your relationship with your partner will set the tone for the relationship with your kids. Keep in mind that you are a walking and living example for your children. How you interact with your partner sets the tone for how they will eventually treat their own relationships in the future. And how you act within your world will set the tone for how they interact with people, treat property, respect authority, and so on. Marriage is not easy. It takes work. Once you add kids to the mix, then it's a whole new ballgame. So the task at hand is to navigate through this new phase of your life, fatherhood, while keeping your marriage and sanity on track. Just like in your relationship, when you had to ask yourself at some point, what kind of husband do I want to be? You need to ask yourself,